Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mom Connection.
Happy Wednesday, midweek, good vibes. Erica, how's your day so far?
It's going good. I have to pack. We're leaving to California tomorrow, and I'm a last minute packer, so I'm gonna pack today. How's yours? How's your day been?
Oh, girl, last minute packing is stressful, but since you asked, my day is going great. I am so excited, super excited. You want to ask me why?
Why?
Because me and my sister got tickets to go see Chris Brown in Fort Worth.
Ooh, I love Chris Brown. I'm
Mhm.
so excited for you. When is
Girl,
this concert out there?
July 19th and 20th. But literally, we're taking a
Ooh,
day trip because I told my husband it won't affect you. You just have to stay with the kids for 24 hours. You don't have to miss work. You don't got to do nothing. I will leave and come back within 24 hours. So we leave Saturday morning. We get there like at 8 in Fort Worth. And then we'll go to the concert. And then we leave Sunday. Like just quick trip, but it's just me and my sister. So we're super
that's
excited.
awesome. I'm excited for
Remember when we
you.
saw him in Phoenix?
I think he's coming here too. I don't remember what dates, but I know he's coming. I've seen him twice. Oh, well, we went to see him here in Phoenix. We went to see him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What did you say?
I said, remember when we saw him?
Oh, I didn't hear that. But yeah, I remember when we saw him.
No, well, I wanted to go to the Phoenix one because it's much more convenient because it's so close by. But he's going on a Sunday, so Isaiah would have had to miss work
Oh,
Monday. So I was like, no, we can't do that. So and then I have to go out of town that week that he goes to Phoenix for work. So, anyways, yeah, taking a day trip to go see him. She's never seen him, so we are super
ooh, she's
excited.
gonna love it. That's
Hmm.
awesome. How
We're
exciting.
very happy. Yes, I'm
I'm excited
excited.
for
I
you.
love
I can't wait to
concerts.
hear you sing the whole time at the concert.
He sings No Air, he sings No God. Oh,
I
girl,
saw his set
he's singing
list.
my
It's pretty
heart out.
good. I know. I'm
My heart
excited.
is gonna be. Yep. So that's my exciting news for today.
That's fun. You'll have fun. And you'll have a 24-hour break from the kids. Who wouldn't want that?
I know, just to bond with my sister.
Mm-hmm. Aw, cosita. So sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I had a follower reach out to me and she was talking about the love languages. Do you know what they are?
Mm, I don't know what they all are. I know what mine and Isaiah's are because we had to take the test since we're kind of opposite.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they all are. What are they?
Okay, so there's five love languages. One of them is words of affirmation, quality time,
Mm-hmm.
physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was
And
telling me that her husband doesn't really show her like her love language and she's feeling like some type of way. She's like he like literally helps around the house. He like does everything I want him to do, but she was like my love language is quality time and like being just even if it's just watching TV together, that's my love language and he does not give me that love language. Like he does everything else, but I feel like
Mhm.
my love language is not being met. And she was like, "How would you go about it?" And I was like, "Girl, I have no idea. Like, that's hard." So I was going to ask you, how should she go about it?
That is a very good question. We should have asked the audience. I'm just kidding. That's tough because it's hard for me to answer that because I took a test and my love language is acts of service. And Isaiah's is physical touch. So we're opposite. So if I had her man doing all those acts of service, I'd be great. I'd be happy. I'd be like, let's go. Um, but no, it is in all reality, it is hard, I think, to be with someone who shows their love in a different way. And I think she needs to communicate it to him because I told Isaiah, like I sat down and I said, look, I know you want to touch me 24/7, but I want you to like, you know, and it's weird because he washes dishes, wash laundry, he'll do laundry. I want him to like help me, I guess, more with the kids, where he's like, here, babe, like I'm gonna take the kids for a whole day to go do something. You relax and do nothing. That to me is an act of service for me, and I'd be great. So I had to literally tell him, like, my mom's always told me, like, men are dumb. And not in a rude way, but I feel like you
No, they
have to
are.
lay it. Yeah, I think your friend needs to lay it out for him and say, look, like, if you do this, like, it will make me happy. Like, you sitting down, spending time with me. Because if she kind of just leaves subtle hints, they're not going to understand. Like, girl, they're not. As
Right.
obvious as you make it, you have to just dumb it down and say, this is what I want, because they won't understand. Or am
I
I wrong? I
agree.
don't know. That's kind
No,
of how I would go about it. Communicate it. Sit down and literally tell them, like, this is it. Like, this is what you have to do.
no, I agree. And I did tell her to communicate, but she was like, dude, I do. She's like, I tell him all the time, like, this is like my love language. And he doesn't, he has one, but his is more like, just like physical touch, but like not overboard. Like he went, because I was like, you should have him take that test and we'll put it on our
Mm-hmm.
Instagram so everybody could test it if they don't know. But she said that his was physical touch, but she doesn't like, everything else was like not even him. She was like, he likes it, but he doesn't want me to be doing it all the time. She's like, so I feel like I meet his love language, but what about mine? Like, why are mine not being met?
It's like a one-way street.
Yeah.
It's because that's hard. It is hard to come. It is hard to deal with that. And I truly can relate, because although my love language is different than hers and her husband's, me and Isaiah are totally different. Like, and if if music was a love language, I would be 100% music. Like, if me and Isaiah are fighting, I can find a song and be like, this is exactly how I feel. Like right now in this moment, listen to this. This is all it is. If we're happy, I could find a song and be like, look, this is exactly how I feel right now.
This is how you make me
I
feel.
Yes, I swear I relate to music more than anything in this world. It's insane. I have a broken nail, y'all. Don't judge me. Um, so it's hard. And Isaiah's very like touchy feely, but
Mhm.
maybe moms can relate. Ever since I've had Ava and Josh, since they're younger, they're very clingy. They like to be on me, hugging me, and I love it. I love it. But when Isaiah comes home and tries to be lovey and clingy, I'm like, no, bro, I've already had enough. Like, I've had Josh and Ava on me all day. Like, I don't want you on me too, but it's honestly not fair and it's not his fault. So I deal with that struggle too, because he'll tell me, like, it's like, you don't want to like hug me and stuff. And I'm like, no, but I've had these two little people on me all day. Like, I don't want to be hugged by you right now, you know? Or am I the
Mhm.
only one that feels that way? If you're a
No.
mom and you feel that way, please tell me, message me and tell me, girl, you're not the only one. Because sometimes I feel so bad for Isaiah because it's not his fault. But I'm like, oh, like, I just can't. I'm like, get away.
And I think it's hard because you're with the kids all day. Like, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he gets it, but doesn't get it. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, she can just come here and hug me and love me all night long now. And it's not that you don't want to, it's that you're fucking fed up. Like, give me my space,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I just had 2 kids all up on me. Like, now I want my space.
But the weird thing is that I love when they're like, I love having them next to me. But like I said, I guess I reach a limit that I'm like, okay, like, sorry, Isaiah, there's no more left for you. So, in reference to your friend, I definitely relate that. I guess I'm like, I guess Isaiah's kind of like her. Like, he's like, it's not my fault. Like, how, like, I need to get my needs met too. And
Mhm.
I don't know how to do it, honestly. So I'm kind of like her husband. Like, I don't know how to figure it out, where I'm kind of like, okay, like, here, touch me. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just hard.
I feel, have you seen that meme where it's like, even though we're having a fight, like, I still need you to touch me, and they have like the foot next to each other? Is that how you are
Oh, I
with
do that.
Isaiah?
Yeah, like, well, yeah, I'll try. I'll try to like put my foot next to him. Like, I'll slide my foot next to him and I'm like, look, like, we're touching, you know? But he's he's so cute. He just my husband, I love him. He just wants the love, but I'm telling you, it's because these kids, dude, they take it all out of me, my energy, my
Yeah.
love, my affection. So I don't know if your friend has kids, but maybe that plays a role into it too, into their showing their love in different love languages.
She does. She has 4. So, I'm pretty sure that
Oh
takes
my
up a lot of
God. I'd be props to her, but I'd be like,
Ma'am, you need
no,
1
like,
more and you're with her.
oh, that's true. It's because Angel's so grown up that I feel like he's so easy. You know, like, he'll come lay down with me, but he's not hugging me, but he just lays down next to me and we'll watch a show or something. But that's true. Oh my God, I'm over here saying, like, oh, I have one less, Marlene. Oh my God. Carry on.
Oh. Yeah, so she does tell me that, like, when she, like, will tell him stop. You almost spit out your coffee.
No, it's because I can't believe that I was like, oh my gosh, like, 4 kids. Like, I have 3. Like, it's not that big of a difference.
I told you, like, you're over here like, "Damn, she got a lot on her plate." Ma'am, if you had 1 more, you would have had 4 too.
Oh my gosh. Carry on. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Um, see, I forgot what I was saying.
That
Oh,
she has 4 kids.
yeah, so she does have 4 kids, and she did say that, like, when she communicates to him and she's like, "Oh, I want you to do a little bit more, like, I feel like it's always me, me, me," or, like, "I don't get, like, that quality or the act of service that I want, like, I need, that time with you, like, take me to, like, the bookstore, take me to, like, a movie, take me anywhere," and
Take me
he
out
will
to
do
a
it
ball game.
he will do it, like, 1 time and then it's done, like, he thinks that that's enough, like, he doesn't understand that it's a more of, like, a
Mm.
continuous thing.
Right. Like he does it once and he's kind of like, okay, look, I showed you, like, be happy.
Yeah, pretty much, that's pretty much what he does, and I'm just like, I mean, I get, like, his point of view, like, he doesn't understand like you said, men are a little not so smart when it comes to relationships, but, that's what I told her. I was like, "I feel like maybe he, like, thinks that because he did it once, like, we're good." He's like, "Alright, we did it. We good? Like, can I go do my own thing
Mm-hmm.
again?" type of thing. But I don't think that they realize how important it is to do it more than
Continuously.
not. And I told her, like, I think I said this earlier, I told her to have him take the test and or show him your results and show him, like, what
Mm-hmm.
you think. And I think there's even a book out there, I don't remember what it's called, that talks about, like, the love languages and, like,
Mm-hmm.
how to, like, show your partner or get them more into, like, their love language. And I was like, maybe you should have him read that. Like, maybe he'll get it once he sees, like, that your needs aren't being met.
Do you think that it can cause an issue to have the same love language? Or do you think it's more ideal to have the same love language?
I feel like it's more ideal because if both of you like quality time, then both of you are gonna make an effort to wanna spend time together.
But what if both of them like acts of service and then there's not really much? I mean, given I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Like what if they both like acts of service and then they don't like neither one of them are big on that physical touch or quality
Mm,
time? Like don't you think it'd be kind of distant in a sense like where it's
yeah.
just acts of service? Like there's not like they're both I mean, maybe there are relationships like this and they work. That's great. But I'm just thinking like at least Isaiah likes physical touch so he's like even though I get annoyed by it, like if he weren't to like try to touch me, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you trying to touch me? Because you usually try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying sex. Like I'm just saying like
Mm,
for him to hold my hand, for him to just have his hand on my leg or something, you know? Like
yeah.
if he wasn't doing that, would we be more would we be distant?
Maybe you probably would. Like, I feel like it gives you a lot of, like, wanting to be next to each other type, like, touching and everything is a
Kind
big
of how they say opposites attract.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, George is over here. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Mhm, mhm.
George, get out.
Sorry. Um, yeah, I think that it does play a big role if you're not meeting that because at the end of the day, your relationship still needs that.
Yeah, I agree. It does. Although I get annoyed, like I said, if he weren't to do it, I'd be like, wait a minute, like, why aren't you doing it? You know, like at the end of the day, I guess I do like it because, like I said, I would notice if he didn't do it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how your friend is. Like maybe her husband's not doing that like her love language, but maybe he's doing the others. And I think we
Mhm.
need to take that into consideration too. Like as hard as it is, be like, okay, like he's not doing what did she say, quality time, but he's doing acts of service and he's doing
Physical
receiving
touch.
gifts. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's just a little bit of all of them.
Yeah, maybe. And I told her, like, maybe you should, I know that's your love language, but maybe you should, like, see, like, all the other good things he does because he
Hmm.
obviously he's not a bad person, he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. But he, like, she just needs to see that he's also making an effort to, like, do all the other things, that maybe it just doesn't need to be, like, that specific.
One.
Yeah.
And well, the test, I took it, but the test, it gives you percentages, right? Like kind of like your acts of service is like, 80% and then physical touch is like
Mhm.
10%. So I think we need to take into consideration the other things that our partner's doing, not just focus on, oh, he's not giving me that. My love language is acts of service. I can't be like, oh, Isaiah doesn't, do what I'm telling him to do, but he does do the others. He gives me gifts, he physical touch, quality time, all of that. So I think we really need to not focus on the one thing he's not doing or they're not doing. Sorry. And appreciate all of it. Like I said, easier said than done because even I get annoyed. I'm sure Isaiah gets annoyed. So it's just hard to,
Yeah.
I guess, give your partner everything.
Yeah, I agree. Do you feel that knowing your partner and yours love language is important?
Yeah, I do. I really, really do. I totally think that you need to know because I think it could cause issues. Like even communicating it, like I said with your friend, like if she's expecting her husband to spend that quality time with her and he has no idea that's what she wants, then it's kind of like
It'll
they're
cause all
gonna
the
be arguing.
arguments.
It'll
Mhm.
cause all the arguments. So if they're aware of their love language and they talk about it, not just girl, don't just take the test by yourself and not tell your husband or your partner the results. Be like, oh look, I took this test. It says that my love language is this. Like take it and see what yours is, and then communicate it and talk about it.
Do you
Or
think
are
that
you
this
like
should
me? Do you just relate to songs? That is a love language that should be added. I'm gonna write a letter and be like, look, like some people don't relate to any of this and they relate to music. That is Isaiah's is not. Like we talked about it. When we listen to songs, like I listen to the lyrics. Like the first word that they start singing, I'm like, I'm hooked. I'm listening. And he's like, I listen to the beat. But that's probably why I can't dance and he can, because I
that
don't
makes
listen to the
sense.
beat. I listen to the lyrics.
That makes sense. Um, do you feel that a couple should do this, like, early on in their relationship? Or do you think that like, when they're dating, or you think that they should wait till, like, they're married and, like, they're deep in their relationship?
That is a really good
Because then if you're
question,
dating
Erica.
because then if you're dating, like, when do you ask them? Like, obviously, you're not gonna give it to them in the first date, like, "My love language is acts of service, and I want you to do all these things for me." That'll fucking make a man run the other direction. But, like, after how many dates or after how long of dating would you wanna, like, tell them about your love language? Like, or have them, like, provide more in that aspect?
And the way I think about it when you ask the question is I think that then it'll put more pressure if you do it right away. Because let's say that you start dating someone and their love language is receiving gifts and the others is quality time. Then in your mind, you're kind of like, shit, like I have to give them gifts constantly. I'm not
Mhm.
saying expensive gifts, like just flowers or a
A
book, just to let
coffee.
them know let them know you're thinking of them. Then you're constantly like, shit, like that's what she likes. Like, I gotta keep doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like it'll put a sense of pressure if you do it too early on, but then again, I mean, me and Isaiah got married and we still hadn't known each other's love languages until after we had a kid, we got married, we got a house, and then we found out about each other's love language. So, I mean, and we're good, but it doesn't always work that way. So I don't know. I don't know, honestly. That's a really good
I
question.
know.
What do you
I
think?
feel I feel like you should mention it before you get married for sure.
And have
Because
kids?
and well, I feel like you should mention it before you start living together. Because even if you don't wanna get married and you just wanna live together, I feel like you should mention or start talking about it because I feel like it'll make your relationship stronger, especially if, like, you're both in the same house because, like, acts of service isn't just, like, bringing you flowers or that's gifts, I'm sorry, like, doing stuff for you, but also think about, like, the housework, like, I wouldn't wanna go live with someone and then I'm doing it all, but my act of service like, my love language is act of services, and I want him to help more, and he's not helping, well, he doesn't know that that's what I need until I speak up about it. So I feel like that is something that should be brought up, like, early on in the relationship, not too early, though, like, not first date status, not even, like, 5 date. I feel like after, like, a couple months, you should bring it up.
No, girl. I think, and I kind of think different. I think with I don't know, maybe because I've been through a lot, but I think that nowadays, like, don't be afraid to ask the question. Like, if you truly like someone, maybe not 5 months and maybe not the first date, maybe in between that, like, maybe like if you've been dating for like a month and you really like this person and you've been spending a lot of time with this person, I think and you can see yourself like saying, "Oh, hey, like, you know what? I really like them. Like, I want this to go somewhere." I would definitely ask all the questions. I'd be like, "Look, like, I don't know how I would ask it honestly because I haven't dated in so long,
I would be
but
like, "Listen, bro,
then
take
again,
this test and tell me what your love language is, and I will tell you what mine is, so we can be like this."
I want somebody's opinion that's dating. Like, do you wait to ask questions or do you ask them off the bat? Because I'm thinking some guys will take it like, oh my God, like she's thinking about marriage. She's thinking about moving in together and it's only been a month. And it's kind of like, no, like, I'm not telling you we're going to move in together like, next month. I just want to know, like, for future, like, so if we're going somewhere in the future when we move in together, you do help around the house or you do, do things a certain way. But I do feel like some even females, like, they'll be like, "Oh, no, like, he already wants to move in with me, and I'm not ready for
Yeah.
that." But I
Yeah,
feel like
true.
you should ask the questions even if you're not gonna do it.
But do you feel like the people that are just dating, like, maybe, like, talking to multiple well, not really, because do you feel like talking to someone and dating are different?
You sound like my mom because I think, like, back in the day when I would tell my mom, "Oh, we're just talking," and she's like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah.
I don't know, this is just me, totally my opinion. I feel like if you're talking to someone, you're not messing around with them. You're just texting. You're texting, talking, DMing, whatever the source is. You're just talking to them. You guys could go out to eat, whatever, but there's no physicalness involved. And I feel like when you're dating someone, again, my opinion, you're dating that one person. I mean, if you date more, by all means, girl, guy, enjoy it. But I feel like if I were to say, "Oh, I'm dating this guy," I would be like, "Oh, I'm only dating him." Like maybe there is physical stuff involved, but I think that's the difference for me. But from what I understand, but again, I haven't dated or talked to somebody in I don't know how many years. So I don't even know how that works. You young kids should tell me because be like,
You young
you're
kids.
wrong.
Hey, there might be some people
Yeah,
our age
because
still dating and talking, so they could tell us too.
but do you agree with my view on it? Or do you think like no, like dating and talking are the same thing? Like you're doing whatever it is with whoever.
No, I do, but it just got me thinking, like, what if you're talking to a lot of people, but also, like, kinda dating them? Would you tell all your people that you're talking to or dating
Well,
your
I
love
feel
language?
if you're
Or you
talking
should
to multiple people, then you don't care about their love language. You're just caring about getting it in or spending time. I don't know, you know? But I feel like if there's more than one person, then you could care less about their love language.
so then for sure you should wait until you, like, are dating
One
someone, like,
person.
exclusively, and then
I
tell
really
them
wanna
about
know. I'm gonna ask
I
my
know, I do
Instagram
too.
now. Like, is dating and talking the same thing nowadays? Like, what are the terms so we know how to refer it to in
Maybe
the
dating is
podcast?
like talking and then dating exclusively is, like, one person.
Or do you think it's just dating and talking are the same, and then it's not until you
Yeah.
really introduce somebody as your girlfriend or boyfriend,
Not
it's
even
kind of like
girlfriend and
exclusive?
boyfriend, but, like, based on, like, the TV shows I watch and, like, TikTok and stuff, they say, like, that you're dating exclusively, so maybe
Mm,
exclusively is, like, you're only dating one
one person.
person and you're not dating a bunch of them. Because to me, dating is, like, you're dating around, like, you're dating different people to see, like, what you like and see who, like, does the things you want. Like, if I'm dating, I don't feel like I wanna date
You're
just one
restricted.
person. Yeah, like, I wanna date, multiple people to see who, like, fits what I need and what I want, and I feel like at that point, if I'm dating multiple people, then I do wanna tell them what my love language is because I wanna know, like, who can actually give me what I need.
So, I mean, we're married. And I don't wanna experience dating ever again.
I do not either.
But do you think if you were not married, in your perspective, do you think if you were not married and you were talking or dating people, you would be okay if you were talking to some guy and you were only talking to him, but he told you, "Oh, no, like, I'm dating right now." So, and that means he's talking to not only you, but, like, 3 other girls. With what you just said, would you be okay with that then? Because then he's trying to
Fuck
see, like
no.
But you just said like
I
that you would
know,
be dating.
but I'm a fucking toxica. Like, I could not know that my man that I'm talking to is dating other women. I would
But you're
want it to
not
just
dating
be me,
exclusively.
but I can date around because I'm a toxica.
Honest answer. I love it. I love it.
Like,
I couldn't. I
I
wouldn't. I
feel
mean, I couldn't. I think I can't. Not I mean, I just think I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like if I knew that I was talking to a guy and he was talking to more than one person, like I personally would not be able to do it. Um,
I
but I mean
couldn't
when I met
either.
Isaiah, we were both talking to other people.
I
So
couldn't
as
either,
kind
but
of bad.
I feel that I should be able to do it because I feel like I don't know, some men are shady. So I feel like even though they're telling
But
you I'm
girls are
not
too.
so true, some girls are too. But I don't know, I feel like I would feel like a certain unless that man was like, "I wanna date just you, like, I don't wanna date anyone else," then I would be like, "Okay, I should not date anyone else either." But until that word is spoken or we're, like, official, I don't think that I would consider it dating exclusively because I feel like he'd be out there trying to find other hoes too. Sorry, that's not appropriate.
It's okay. I said a lot of non-appropriate words.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do. I do. I just feel like, girl, that's a one-way street with you. You can't say you're dating and him not date.
I know.
But like I said, I mean, but it's true. I think a lot of people can relate to what you said. Like you're like, I'm okay with doing it, but I don't want him to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know what the difference is between dating and talking, how early you should talk about love languages, what you expect out of the relationship. Because I feel like now what I've gone through, I would not that I mean I love how Isaiah is, but like I tell my sister, like ask the questions. Like, don't be a scared, like don't be a scared. That doesn't make sense. Don't be scared to ask the questions. Like there's no harm in it. You're just trying to get to know the person.
Mhm.
I wonder if Isaiah wishes he would have asked me any questions like, what's your love language? He probably would have been like, he should have known. I sent him songs. He should have known.
That your love language is songs, song
It's music.
making.
Yeah, song. It's just music. But no, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We were both, like I said, when he was dating some girl. She was actually really pretty, I think. Well, anyways, he was dating some girl when we started talking, and I was getting out of a relationship. So I mean, sometimes it happens and you just don't even know it. But I think you should ask the questions. That's my opinion. Ask the
I think
questions.
so too.
Ask what you're. Mhm.
I think you should ask it earlier on too than waiting because you want your needs to be met as well.
And you don't want to waste time. I think nowadays it's kind of like you're going to go and
Especially if
linger
you're
on
like
with
our
somebody.
age.
Mm-mm. Girl, we're not old. We're 30 and thriving.
We're not old, but we're getting older. And I feel like if you're dating and you want kids, you kind of have to like speed up the process too to like get what you want. You know what I mean? Like, we're not 18 anymore. Like, we are mid 30s. Like, if we
Mid
were single
30s.
and we were dating, I would want to fucking speed up the process and have a kid with someone if I didn't have kids, if I really wanted to be a parent. And if I couldn't have kids, I would want to speed up that process even more. Like, I wouldn't want to just sit around and wait for them to tell me if they're into me or if they're not into me and figuring all that shit out. Like, I'd be like, all right, you want to do this or not? Like, we got shit to do. Like, I wouldn't want to wait another 5 years or more to like try to have a baby and then find out I can't and I have to go through like IVF and like all that shit to have a baby. Like, that's just putting more pressure on you to have a baby.
I think that goes into play a lot. Have if you want to have kids or if you don't, and how
Yeah.
old you are, and having the kids. I think I don't. The only reason I was like dozing off when you were talking, but I wasn't dozing off. I was thinking like the only reason I don't relate to you in reference to that was because I had Angel. So in
Mhm.
my mind, when I thought about dating, it wouldn't, if God, I mean, if I wouldn't have met Isaiah, like my age wouldn't have made a difference to me because I already had Angel. You know what I mean? So to
Yeah.
me, it was like I can date till I'm 40 something till I find somebody because I already have my son. But then again, I could have taken the fact that maybe the other person I was dating didn't have kids and they wanted kids. So that does play a role in the decision.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I do think that love language is important. And I do think that you have to speak up, and if somebody's not meeting your love language or your requirement or like what you
Your
need,
needs.
yeah,
Needs.
you have to speak up in order to make it better. And
They're not gonna figure it out on their own. Just say it.
yeah, exactly. I know for me, I also have access service, and I'm a little bit of everything, to be honest. Like I want like acts of service around the house, but I also love gifts. Like bring me a
Mhm.
book and flowers and a coffee and I'll be happy. And I really like quality time, but I also don't like quality time, if that makes
It's a
sense.
mixture.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I
No,
have
yeah.
like a good percentage of like all of them because because I've never had someone give me all of these love language or given me or met any of my needs, that I feel that I want all of them right now in the relationship that I'm in.
It's understandable. You can, and I'm sure, like you said, it's kind of, you're like a little bit of here, a little bit of one, a little bit of the other. I think
Mhm.
communication is key. I think I've learned that throughout my relationship, even with Isaiah previous, like communication is key. Just tell them what you want, tell them how you feel. And you never know, maybe they're going to tell you that you don't meet their love language and maybe
Mhm.
you should try doing something for them, you know?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
I
I think
agree.
you should take the test. If y'all do not know your love language, take the test. We will have it linked. And I think it's very interesting to learn it, even if you don't want to communicate it, or even if you're single, take it so that you are aware of what your love language is and it might surprise you.
And so you can tell your person, whoever you're dating, what you want and what you need.
Yep, I agree. It'll be interesting. Those will be interesting,
Yeah.
the results.
Yep. But thanks again to everyone for your feedback. Thank you to my friend who reached out about love language. It got me thinking about all of our love languages and what we need in life. Um, if you have another topic or something that you'd like to talk about, please reach out to me or Marlene. We will definitely dive into it. If you have any questions or you're like, oh, I need some advice on this situation, feel free to
Let
message
us know.
us. We had another person
Mhm.
reach out to us about a situation that we want to talk about next. Feel free to reach out to us. We will always keep your name hidden.
Discreet.
Oh, discreet. And we will obviously not be like, this girl messaged me and her name is this and her Instagram is this. Like, that's messed up. We would not do that. But if you want some advice, I mean, we're no experts, but we've been through a lot. So we will
Mhm.
definitely help or answer whatever you will need.
Yes, so please let us know. And as usual, subscribe, follow, share, like, what other, all
Rate
those social
us.
media things, just do it. Please.
Do it for
Thank
us,
you. We
please.
appreciate, yeah, we appreciate
Especially
it.
share our page,
Mhm.
share that you're listening. Tell us your thoughts. Like, do we even sound good? Do we suck? Like, tell us, because I want to know if it's something you guys are enjoying or something you guys are hating.
Do you guys like the new background? Because I'm a lot more comfortable, but you all let me know because you guys say no, I guess I'll just move.
You
But
go back to your table.
yeah, I'm so comfortable. But yeah, let us know.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.